Alright, so we back with part 2, the sequel of this Dubai series. Taking y'all through our 12-day trip to Dubai, let's dive a little deeper into the depths of Atlantis The Palm. Standing in the distance like a beacon of luxury, you take the underwater tunnel and emerge on the other side, and from the architecture to the millions of dollars worth of cars you'll find out front, you know you've arrived somewhere. Somewhere luxurious, special, elegant, all the words. Of course the lobby will have a wow factor, and the curated themed decor of Atlantean Arabian almost feels like a movie set. Daily welcome teas and infused drinks in the lobby provide a glimpse into the service you'll receive. Check-in was quick and easy, and they provide the details about the property and your stay. There'll be some options to enhance your stay, like more inclusive dining options and the Imperial Club, which offers some exclusive dining, snack, happy hour, and beach options. I'm gonna cover this some more later in the video. Apologies for the teaser. 2 things you'll want to do though: download the Atlantis app and the Aquarium app. Honestly, download the Atlantis app now and just play around with it. It's gonna be your guide to everything on the resort. It shows you all the dining options filtered out a bunch of different ways, like whether you want a family dinner or outdoor seating or romantic, filtered by cuisine, and it'll have all the restaurant details including operating hours. You can also set up to use your device as your room key. You can check out spa packages, experiences, and activities, whatever is happening around the resort by day of week, the time and location, any support you need, live chat, upgrades, or just a map of where everything is. Now let me show y'all around, starting from the beautifully hypnotic main aquarium tank, which I'm also cover the aquarium later. There's a lot of shopping, dining, and just generally stuff at Atlantis. The avenues is where most everything is gonna be. There's several jewelry, watch, and accessory stores. There's boutiques and clothing stores, high-end fashion brands. Some you may have to venture away from the avenues for. Every parent's dream is to have a toy store on a resort, and they got that. A big one. I didn't even want to have to think about the logistics of buying some of this stuff and getting it back to the US, but we made good on some promises when we got back home. There's a whole Bath and Body Works with the same familiar experience, scents, and candles that you're used to. Hey, you know that signed Messi jersey you've been looking for? They got a sports memorabilia store where you can get that. More high-end fashion. If you need retail therapy and don't want to leave the resort, you don't have to. It's kind of the summary here. And if you can't find what you need, you probably don't know what you need. Over in the West Tower is Awaken Wellness. Close by, you'll find a nail spa, a women's salon, a men's barbershop, not shown. But inside Awaken is a full-service wellness center with a wide variety of products available for purchase, like robes, fragrances, and customized skincare. Then there's the spa menu, which includes couples and family options. Hey, it's big in here. I don't know how else to put it. There's an elevator inside the spa and a 50-foot water feature. They also got a full gym with pretty much all the equipment you need, with the added benefit of having views of the beautiful Atlantis grounds. So if you overindulge or if you just want to stick to your routine while you're on vacation, they got you. Speaking of overindulging, let's talk about the only thing 95% of y'all care about: food. 2 of the biggest buffet experiences at Atlantis are Saffron and Kaleidoscope. Both deliver a huge variety and world-class presentation, but the vibe at each is a little different. Saffron is arguably the better of the 2, the biggest difference just being the layout and the energy. Saffron visually looks nicer, and that's not to say Kaleidoscope looks bad, but you walk in Saffron and it hits all your senses at once. There's music, sometimes you got live DJs and live performances, you got chefs working open stations and food on display like works of art, more pastries than I want to admit I attempted to try, cultural favorites from so many places around the world, curries, noodles, a bunch of different kinds of rice, dim sum, Chinese scrambled eggs, there's omelet stations, a variety of soups, a fried egg station separate from the omelet station, every preparation of egg you can think of, different types of buns and dumplings, carving stations, a whole mimosa and Bloody Mary station. And that's just breakfast. There's a cultural prominence of veganism and vegetarianism out here, so there'll always be a good selection of non-animal options. They got cereals on display like they set up for royalty. Cheeses, a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, and one of my favorite things to partake in, juices. Stocked with fresh squeezed green juice, beet juice, watermelon juice, mango juice, orange, and basically anything else they decided to put out. And if you happen to come on their weekend brunch, that's when Saffron really turn up. Global flavors, music, and a whole lot more energy than what I just showed. Now on the other hand, or the tower to be more precise, you got Kaleidoscope. A little more relaxed, a little more classic. It's bright, open, and perfect for families or anybody just trying to eat. Still goes global with the eats, so like Italian, curries, Arabic, grilled meats, soups and stews, and that breakfast spread in the morning is so dope. I mentioned vegan options a couple seconds ago, but another dope thing being in a Muslim country is beef bacon is the standard. If you never had beef bacon, you missing out. Like if I had to describe the vibe here, it's comforting, it's chill, and just feels like vacation in a grandmama's house, but like a luxury grandmama. Like she wear Dior and drink mimosas while she cooking. At Kaleidoscope, I really like how they had this pancake and waffle station with this big tank full of Nutella and another big tank full of white chocolate. I wanted to take them to go, not the food, like the actual tanks. So Saffron or Kaleidoscope, both buffets prove that at Atlantis, a breakfast, lunch, or dinner buffet can feel elevated. You're experiencing Dubai's love for doing everything better. Outside of buffets, there's a number of restaurant options. You got Nobu, Studio Franzen, social dining and bar, In Fuego. Again, most you'll find at the avenues, and a good number of them are celebrity chef partnerships. Most notably, Gordon Ramsay's Bread Street Kitchen and Street Pizza. Street Pizza, offering bottomless pizza slices, craft beer, cocktails, and ice cream. Now, it's Neapolitan style pizza, which is the best style of pizza. You can argue amongst yourself. They only feature about 5 pizza options with some seasonal toppings. Then there's other restaurants like Burger Joint, Shawaffle, and Asian Republic. Then, tucked off around the corner of the avenues, there's WaveHouse, Atlantis' spot for food, drinks, live entertainment, and fun. I'm gonna emphasize that fun in a second, but I feel like most westernized people will gravitate to WaveHouse. I mean, they basically made it a hangout spot for everybody. It's got a bunch of seating for dining, a good sized bar, bowling, an arcade, and even has outdoor seating that overlooks the water park's flow rider. I'm gonna touch on the arcade a little bit more towards the end. For continuity's sake, I want to stick with food. The menu is a lot. It's elevated casual bar food. Like it keeps the soul of the dish, but they add touches to make it feel more high end. It's casual bar food, but then there's a whole rotisserie chicken. There's smoothies. The dessert menu is a whole restaurant itself. Then there's liquor and wine, and an impressively global beer selection. We actually ate here a few times, and nothing we had was bad. Portion sizes did not disappoint. Then there's the live entertainment. I really hate I didn't get the band's name, but they really did their thing. Also around the resort, you'll find specialty and snack spots like Cold Stone, obligatory Starbucks, Yogurt Berry, Turkish ice cream stand. You gotta try all the flavors. Poseidon's Cafe, serving up quick bites like salads, but also a wide variety of pastries. And if you want to eat out in the heat and on the beach, there's the Shore Takiera. If all else fails, there's takeout. Download the Kareem app I told you about.
Happy happy anniversary. 10 years.
Father's Day.
Ain't you worry about all that. That's
7 years celebrating Father's Day.
you know. But the anniversary is the important thing, and that's what we celebrating tonight. Going to Seafire Steakhouse. Got a reservation 8:30. honestly didn't need a reservation. It was empty in there, and the lady was like, "Yeah, just come on." So we made it just to make it feel fancier. We made a reservation for 8:30. Smart casual attire, so men, closed-toed shoes. Smart casual is just basically not beachwear.
One of the Palm's signature restaurants, Seafire, is an American steakhouse inspired restaurant. We heard the bar was dope too, so in the 5 minutes it took for them to get our table, we decided to check out the bar. They set you up with what I assume is dehydrated beef bacon and some of the most delicious olives I never had in my life. The drinks were heavy pours, but like not overly boozy, so shout out to the bartender. The vibe is definitely classic steakhouse. Even had big band music playing in the background. Chefs chefing in an open kitchen. And that light up menu was so fire. Like, as somebody who consistently struggles reading menus under the ambient restaurant lighting, anyway, the menu featured rare and signature cuts of meat, including some from some of the most premier Japanese and Australian farms. Overall, dope menu, classic offerings including add-ons and shareable sides. The wine list was robust. A lot of depth, from bold reds to rare vintages. You'll find exactly what you need to pair with your meal. And the cocktail menu was full of classic and more modern drinks with elevated ingredients. They also had rare whiskeys and other liquor and spirit offerings. Champagne to commemorate the occasion. Alright, this was fire. Like a tableside showcase where they offer you a selection of knives from around the world. Morocco and France were our selections. They had some infused butters to go with the bread that was so good. I mean, a knife wasn't even really necessary. The steak was just so tender, so well prepared. I was supposed to talk and give my thoughts on the steak, but I think y'all get it. A little celebratory anniversary dessert. And I think we called it a night. Alright, so quick callback to when earlier in the video I mentioned the Imperial Club. For an upcharge, you can have access to an exclusive breakfast buffet, afternoon tea and snacks, happy hour, a beach area, a concierge, and some resort credits. The actual club can be found near the Michelin star Asiano restaurant, unrelated except for the location. There's a check-in process where basically they verify you by your room and name and count the visit. It wasn't like there was a limit that I'm aware of, because there were days where I entered like 2 or 3 times in one day. Anyway, once you enter, there's a welcome lounge with seating and areas to consult your concierge. There's a downstairs bar and buffet area, a terrace, seating, and a little kids lounge area. So there's 2 floors to the club that you can access via elevator or stairs. It really ain't a difference in what's served, just another floor. The first floor usually gets pretty crowded, so we found ourselves just going up every time. Honestly, it was for the views. Views always better high up. As far as food goes, nothing really crazy different than what you get at the other buffets like Saffron and Kaleidoscope. There were some slight differences, but nothing really worth calling out. Breakfast is where you get the most food. The afternoon is just like light snacks, finger food, sandwiches. The brochure said continental breakfast, but this is a little beyond continental. Maybe luxe continental? Maybe elevated continental? I've been using that word a lot. Let's go with that. Now this was the only buffet that I found had bottled juices. My recommendation? Take a few back to your room. That's what I did. I was really into the juices here. I think I mentioned that before. Between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., like I said, is the afternoon tea and snacks. It's usually popcorn, a few finger foods, nachos, jalapeno poppers, kebabs, sandwiches, some type of soup or stew, an assortment of fruits, vegetables, charcuterie, and then pastries. The bar and drinks is kind of where you get your money's worth. I mean, if you drink like that, like you drink. Not that I got a problem with nothing, but it's really just a well curated drink menu. They even got mocktails that somebody really enjoyed.
How's it taste?
Good.
Yeah.
Very awesome. It's a very awesome.
Oh, cool. Your first mocktail.
Can we make this at home?
We definitely can.
Huh?
We can, yes.
You have to put no alcohol in.
Right, definitely no alcohol.
Then there's the private Imperial Club Beach. Probably one of the more attractive benefits of the package. Never mind the fact that anybody out here, it was hot. There's plenty of space for lounging, cabanas, and day beds, which come with awesome views of the city. Another curated drink menu, and a full service bar. It's so crazy. This water is hot, like on fire. This is bath water. That's so crazy. I mean, I guess it's been baking in the sun all day, but wow, I didn't expect this. My kind of ocean water. Normally in the Caribbean, it be cold, relatively speaking. Like when I say bath water, like this is, you just missing suds. Alright, so follow me on this transition. I mentioned the WaveHouse arcade earlier, right? Part of the Imperial Club package is that you get 50 AED credit to use in the arcade. Did that work? That transition make sense? Alright, bet. Even without the Imperial Club, anybody can enjoy this massive arcade. When you come in on the main level, you see a few machines and it's like, alright, this is kind of cool. Then you realize there's a whole upstairs and there's so many machines up there. Like, I ain't expect this. Outside of maybe Dave & Buster's, maybe. I don't know that I've ever seen an arcade with this many games in it, like outside of the 90s or something. I'm not even sure I did a full sweep and got them all on camera. Anyway, it is the classic arcade experience. Like tickets, prize wall, the fact that you gotta spend an insane amount of time in there to get any of the good big prizes on the wall, the whole nine. I really recommend spending some time here, even if you're not into video games like that. There's just some kind of game in there for you to enjoy.
We made out like bandits. Not really. Somebody wanted a stitch, and I tried to explain to her that the 1,000 tickets that's worth was way more than we was gonna be able to earn in the little bit of time we was in that arcade. Are you sad about not having Stitch? But you got a lot of candy though. That's good, yeah.
I wanted 4 stitches though.
4? See, look, the goalposts keep moving. Oh, you mean 4 total? Okay, she got 3. She got 3 at home. She wanted 4 total, so 1 more from me. I was about to say you wanted 4,000 tickets. I have to live in the arcade. What's up?
One of Atlantis' biggest attractions, regardless of which Atlantis property you're at around the world, is the Aquarium, where you can get lost in just staring at the beauty and wonder of aquatic life, watch some divers, or maybe experience swimming in it yourself. Incorporated into many areas of the resort, the Lost Chambers Aquarium is actually in the avenues. If you're staying at Atlantis, just follow the signs. If you're coming off the monorail, just turn right. There's a ticket counter to pay for admission. Unless you're staying at Atlantis, then it's free. Like any aquarium, you can see a wide variety of sea creatures and even learn some facts about them by scanning the nearby QR code. Lost Chambers dives even deeper into the overall theme of Atlantis, providing some lore by showcasing Atlantean artifacts, armor, and weaponry, making the whole thing feel even more immersive. You might experience a connection, like one with your younger self, taking you back to a time where wonder was all around you. Everything was cool and amazing, not a care in the world, just taking it all in. The ooze at every little moment, the ahs at the life on the other side of the glass. The Lost Chambers is more than just a display of marine life. Think of it like a full sensory escape, right? Like the lighting, the music, the calm that just hits you. plus the visuals, it almost feels otherworldly. And for a second, you forget you in Dubai. Like you're somewhere between the ocean and imagination, between the myth of Atlantis and the magic of being a kid again. And scene. Back to capitalism with the obligatory gift shop. Aquafina in a can is crazy to me. Anyway, back outside again. Make sure y'all stay hydrated at one of the many hydration stations. The resort has 2 pools, technically 3, Palm Pool and the family pool. The third I'll touch on in a second. On-site kid camp in case you'd rather drop the kids off. The family pool is huge. Honestly, it surprised me. There's plenty of area for swimming, shooting some basketball, or for hosting games and activities.
Alright, Team Atlantis competing against Team Germans.
I want to say the max depth is like 4 or 5 feet, but they offer swim vests in a number of sizes in case you're not that strong of a swimmer. The nearby Palm Grove has some more activities for you. Actual basketball, giant chess and checkers, and little pirates area for the little swashbucklers and buccaneers and raiders and other pirate names. So this is that third pool. It's a beach club that has changed name, color scheme, theme, and all that since it took me so long to drop this video. If anybody has been following my channel, you know I procrastinate. I apologize. It's by reservation only, and here's what current prices look like. Here's times and dress code, and age is 21 or older. So since we brought this silly little girl with us, maybe next time. Be sure to continue following this Dubai series in the next set of videos. Appreciate y'all watching.